To make pasta dough, start with 4 or 5 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. To that, add a little bit of milk, some extra virgin olive oil, and a bit of fine sea salt. Take a fork and mix up the eggs slightly. Next, build a well in the flour. You can either do this in a bowl or on the counter. The bowl is a safer, less messy option when you're starting out. Using your hand, make a well in the center of the bowl of flour. Dig around and push it with the sides of your hands. This is a crucial stage in the process, as a good well will allow you to incorporate as much flour as you want when you want. Take your egg mixture and pour it into the well. Start by stirring, working in a circular motion. The fork is at a slight angle, so you can work the sides, taking away from the wall, from beneath the wall, not on top of the wall. As you continue, you'll see the egg mixture taking as much flour as it needs. Now that the mixture is thickening, you can take a bit more flour from the base of the wall. Use wider circles to incorporate more flour into the mix. A ball of dough will soon form around the fork. Once this happens, take out the fork. Take a little bit of flour from the bowl and place it on top, packing it down slightly. What you're trying to do is create a barrier between your hands and the dough to get the dough out of the bowl. Tuck some flour underneath, then lift the dough from the bowl. If you don't get it all, that's okay. Carefully, try to add a bit more flour at a time. At this stage, the dough is still quite sticky. Keep scooping over a little bit of flour, pressing down lightly on the dough between scoops. Keeping your hands well floured keeps them from getting sticky. Once you've added a bit more flour, you can start the kneading process of folding and incorporating more flour. As it stiffens up, you can be a bit more aggressive with it. Now that you're starting to get a ball that's a bit harder, you can move the flour to the side. Remove any sticky bits left in the flour, as they will no longer easily incorporate into the dough. With a bit of fresh flour on your work surface, knead the dough, folding and pushing, folding and pushing, folding and pushing. You want to form a ball that you can work with. It will tell you if it needs more flour or not. Right now, it's a bit sticky, which is how you can tell you'll eventually need to add more flour. If you have anything sticking to the counter, simply push the ball into it to pick it up. Alternatively, you can use a scraper to remove it from the surface. Knead the dough for 5 to 6 full minutes. By doing this, you're strengthening the gluten. Your pasta needs strong gluten due to the cooking method. It shouldn't come apart when you cook it in boiling water. Use the scraper again to clean up the work surface, then continue kneading. As you go, the ball of dough will form, just like so. After you're done kneading, the dough needs to rest for somewhere between 30 minutes and 24 hours. It has to rest, and there's nothing you can do to speed up the process. If you tried to roll it out now, its elasticity would make it much more difficult to work with. Once the ball is worked enough, cover it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge. In case you haven't noticed, it's a good workout. Visit ATCO Blue Flame Kitchen.com for more tips.